Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock with the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the pit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Commodores decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Hailed the punt, can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide. that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, number 19. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggie! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. To finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It starts at the 16-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Look out, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Sherrill. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this one...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit rim so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Brown wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. DB's right up on the receivers. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. They get enough back at the 20.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Commodores are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Black. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Harrell. Caught close to the marker, it's Coleman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Looking for room, it's Owens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Commodores.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? A&M comes back out with another 1st down. On the run, it's Owens.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Owens. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off. Straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Since they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Football with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man.
Turning it on. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the third time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Creates a little space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.